Welcome, folks. Welcome to my corner of YouTube. This is my channel, Divine Hippie 2222. My name is Stephanie, and this morning for our focus card of the day video, the moon was pulled. So folks, the message that God, our creator, and the universe have for us through this card. It's a great card to get because it's all about intuition. If we're interested in psychic development or healing work, or developing any other of our skills, talents, and abilities, we are finding everything flows naturally, really naturally for us. And we're open to receiving messages from spirit. So the funny thing is, not funny, haha. I didn't catch this on, I didn't record it, but I was turning my camera on and it was facing away from me before I hit the, rotate option. I saw an orb fly through my screen. I mean, not through, but I saw an orb fly across my screen. And we're open to receiving messages from spirit. So spirits are communicating with us this weekend, folks. So pay attention to our dreams, any thoughts, visions, or gut feelings we have. Our spirit guides are trying to tell us something about, no, not trying, they are communicating with us. They are telling us something important. So some quiet time and meditation will be helpful here. Intuition. So things that I mention, things that I recommend, things that I suggest are just starting points for our creativity, for our imagination, for our intuition to then guide us on our spiritual path and journey, because everyone's path is as unique as each individual. Oracle card is the threshold. At the threshold we stand. Before us lies a way of being that is beyond fear. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, spiritual service to humanity, and joy in our own soul. Creativity, harmony, understanding. We are being guided in the best direction. She's behind us. We are being guided. We are protected. We are loved. We are also surrounded by the best energies. They are igniting, they are aiding and assisting us in igniting our creativity. So pay attention to the creations of others today, folks. Whether it's the creations of God, our environments, whether it's artwork. Let me see. Artwork. Whether it is our creations that we focus on. And I believe the messages I'm receiving, again, take this and run with it, because you may do something different. What I'm receiving is open eye meditation. While we're paying attention, while we are giving our attention to something that was created. Whether it's artwork, whether it's nature, figures outside at night. It's not easy to see artwork in the dark, so that's what I'm saying. Go with it. It's all about intuition, folks. The Empress from yesterday was about our intuition, so that we're building on listening to our intuition even more. There is harmony with those in our environment, the physical people in our environments, as well as the spirits in our environments. Everyone is understanding. We are understanding of others. Others are understanding of us. And there is knowledge gained from something we read this weekend, folks, from sources. Let's not limit it to one. We are achieving and attaining more understanding, more knowledge, more wisdom, more clarity, more comprehension through something we read. Whether it's an email, whether it's a text message, whether it's a post on social media, a video on social media, something we are viewing. Because let's be realistic, she's sitting there reading a book. Reading. Her focus is on retaining information, however that resonates for us. Listen to our intuition this weekend, folks. All weekend. Pay attention to our dreams. Ooh, interesting. Something just clicked for me from one of my dreams. This is an extremely protective energy. Extremely protective of this energy, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. That shows loyalty. So now let's interpret this in another way. We are receiving messages from spirits. We're about to step behind the veil, folks. At the threshold we stand. Veil is a curtain. Curtains generally cover windows or doors. What are windows and doors? Portals, so to speak, to allow things in, whether it's humans, whether it's light. And look, the background is really dark, but the figure is this luminous, beautiful, bright light. So the message that I'm getting, release our fears of the dark, however that resonates for us, folks. Change of perception, switch of mindset. Comprehension is coming this weekend, folks. There's harmony everywhere with the people that are in our environments, as well as spirits that are in our environments, as well as the animals that are in our environments. And there's no hidden meaning in that statement. I'm literally speaking regarding the picture. Our protectors. There's harmony. There's a fierce loyalty there. And that's to be commended. This is rare. And that's to be commended. That shows character. That shows unconditional love. 1111. Changing our perspective, changing our perception, releasing our fears of the dark, however that resonates for us, folks. We do that by appreciating the creations of others, however that resonates for us. There is harmony everywhere, in all of our environments. We are understanding of others, and others are understanding of us. And we will be acquiring deeper levels of understanding this weekend from something that we read, from something we consume in a positive way, however that resonates for us, folks. Intuition. Intuition. Messages from spirits, from our ancestors, from our guides. Psychic development and healing work. So I had a thought today as I was on my way home from work. So the driver's seat of our car, I put my hand out the window. It's my left hand. And I was sitting there thinking, well, if left is for receiving and right is for giving, that's awkward as you're driving. Like that doesn't work out. We can switch them. Depends on the scenario. Depends on the circumstances. That was my thought on the way home. I was like, so my intention is to provide healing to others as my hand is out the window. But this is my left hand. This should be my hand for receiving. That doesn't make, yes, we are receiving love, right? However, my intention was to give. Even when I'm supposed to be receiving. Anyways, so the epiphany that I had, the realization, in my opinion, honor receiving and giving, if that's where your path is. My path is they're interchangeable. God knows It's not safe to be driving like this. And people will be staring at me like, what is she doing? Right? And that's not the point. The point is not to distract others and have them pull their eyes off the road and then swerve into other lanes because they're focusing on, what it is that I'm doing or attempting to do. Just because I'm set on my right hand being giving. That doesn't make any sense. It does if you're the passenger. That makes sense. But as the driver, they're interchangeable, folks. Actually, they're interchangeable in the fact that our feet can receive while our hands give. Both feet receive. The point is, there is a cycle. There is a path. There is an entry and an exit. And I don't believe it matters. I don't believe it matters. My opinion. Which one is which? The intention behind the healing work is where the focus is. It's where the importance of the healing occurs. That's my perception. And I ask you for your forgiveness I ask you for your forgiveness. Because I understand that a lot of people, I don't even want to go into that. I just ask you for your forgiveness. If you feel that this forgiveness is for you, then you feel that this forgiveness is for you. And we don't have to even, I respect privacy. Confidentiality is important to me. Whatever you believe, even if it's different than me, if it works for you, then that is the important thing. So I ask you for your forgiveness. My path. We're circuits. We're vessels. We're channels. Interchangeable. I can receive with this hand, and I can give with this hand. I can receive from my crown chakra and give with both hands. I can receive from my feet and give with both hands. I can receive from my sides and give from my solar plexus. We receive and give with our hearts, literally, energetically, metaphorically, and emotionally, and physically. That's where that thought process started. If we give and receive with our heart, why is it strictly related to our heart? It's not. Switching our perception, switching our mindsets. Now that is, in my opinion, separate from the first initial message that I received of releasing our fears of the dark. For me, that releasing our fears of the dark, for me, had the connotation, had the connection with communicating with energies outside of physical vessels. I ask you for your understanding. I ask you for your compassion. I ask you for your consideration. Our creativity is being heightened. It's being ignited. We're about to pass behind the veil, folks. Ooh, I'm a physical medium. I was sitting there thinking how I could symbolically walk through a veil. Shower curtains. Zero work. We don't have to go purchase anything. We don't have to install it. We don't have to hang it up. It's already there. It's already there. Shower curtain. So this morning, as we get a shower, the mindset, again, a suggestion, again, something to get our intuition to start to flow. As we push the shower curtain off to the side and step into the shower, we are symbolically passing through the karmic veil. And there's zero need, 2112, there is zero need to be fearful of the dark. So, one meditation this weekend will be open-eyed while we focus on something of beauty. And then the rest of the meditations and or one other meditation can be closed-eyed. God's got our back. The Creator has our back. The universe has our back. And folks, we are this beautiful, luminous, illuminated being. So allow our light to shine, even behind our closed eyes. Psychic powers, healing work, talents, skills, and abilities, messages, meditation. So what does that all boil down to? Other than a big to-do list for this weekend, right? What that boils down to? Focusing on ourselves. Setting time aside for ourselves. Again, it's a continuation of yesterday's message. Self-care. Turning 23, turning our focus onto us. God's turning up the knob. Everything will flow naturally, easily, and effortlessly this weekend. Is this time. It's occurring. I mean, if God cranks it, or if He turns it gently, He knows what it is He's doing. He knows why it is He's doing what it is He's doing. So who are we to judge? God wants us to be gentle with ourselves. When we're gentle with ourselves, we are naturally gentle with others. Behind the veil and in front of the veil. All right, folks. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Bye.